Said. Okay. So hello everyone. Welcome to another live stream here on Wu English. As always, we meet again in another practice your English live, and this is exactly what we will do. So we are going to test your English through a variety of exercises. We are going to work on some vocabulary, some grammar, some communication as well, and we will try to see how good your English is. And of course, we will have some fun. And yeah, that's basically what we'll do today. And we'll start with the first activity. I'm going to start right away. But before we do that, let me please ask you to kindly double click on the screen to give this video a like. Make sure to subscribe if this is your first time watching our channel. And make sure to also share this video with anyone you think can benefit from this video. As I said, the video today will be all about practicing your English live with us. We want to test your English. We want to see how good your English is. And meanwhile, we will also learn some English. Okay, so I'm not going just to give you the exercises, but we are also going to explain some points. Okay, so it's not just it's not just exercises, it's not just practice, but also we will cover some points if you think you have some problems with them. So if you believe this will be a great live stream, make sure to double click, double tap the screen. Maybe you can pick one of my points in my face and double click on that to like this video. This way, of course, you help this live stream reach more people, and we definitely appreciate that. So I'm gonna go right into the first exercise. The first exercise is simple. It's a fun exercise, very simple. I have two pictures for you. Can you spot 5 differences? That's all. One picture, spot 5 differences between them. So though the first exercise is not really about English, but it's just a little warm up to get things going. That's all. Prof Batra. Prof, hi, how are you doing? Batra, where are you joining us from? And are you also a teacher like myself? Nice. I'm checking your content. Seems very interesting. So Batra, if you are still there, drop a hi and where you are joining us from. So again, the first exercise, you have 2 pictures. It's almost the same pictures except for one little problem, which is there is a difference. There are 5 differences between these pictures. So can you spot them? Can you find these differences? And I would love to welcome anyone here who is new to the channel, new to what we do. So Wu English is very simply a channel that helps you learn English through stories. Okay, so we share with you stories every single day, and through those stories, you learn some English. So that's basically the idea of Wu English. Did anyone find any difference, even one? Of course, this is also a good way to practice your English by saying what are the differences that you spot. So what are the differences that you can spot? Waiting for your answers. Let me see if I can fix that, or if we can do that live here. So No difference was spotted. So let me share one, at least one. I'm gonna show you one, and I'm gonna explain where I'm what I need. Okay, so this is, for example, the picture. I hope it's clear. I will check on my phone if it's clear. Not that clear, not that clear, unfortunately. Let me see now. Okay, I think it's a little bit clearer now. So one of the differences that I hope you spotted was, for example, here there is a football, but here there is a basketball. So this is one difference. That's one difference. So the ball is different. On one picture, there is a football. On the other picture, there is a basketball. Maybe I want to show you another picture, which is, or another difference, which is that here we have a moon. This is number two. So this is number one. This is number two. Here we have a moon, but here we have a star. That's number two. So two differences are already there in front of you. Can you spot three more? So you still need three more differences here. So this is the picture. Again, I'm just checking if everything is clear on here. Yeah, I think it's clear. And this is me, of course, in the bottom of the screen. Did you spot any difference? There should be five in total. I've already helped you to three or to two differences. The first difference, here there is a football, here there is a basketball, here there is a star, here there is a moon. Can you see what other differences are there? And thank you for whoever is or laughing at me. Oh no. Okay. Thanks for the laughs. Whoever is laughing here. Okay, so I'm gonna show the differences. So the first one, of course, star. The second difference, there is the ball. The third difference, you can see that the two posters are different. So posters. So 3 and 4 are the posters. And the last one is, in the first picture, you can see he has a book. In the second picture, you can see he has a tablet. So in the first one, he is educating himself. In the second one, he is rotting his brain. He is getting some brain rot. So book. So these are the five differences between these pictures. So I hope they are clear for you guys. Okay, let me share them with you. So you can see them on top of the screen. So there is the star, there is the ball, there is the book, and there are the two posters. So in total, there are five. So I hope you are ready for the next one, because in the next image will be a little bit more challenging than the one you have just seen. And I hope that you will be a little more engaging than you have been with the first picture. So let's go to the second picture. So this is picture number 2. Spot again 5 differences. So can you spot 5 differences between these pictures, these two pictures? So this is a different picture, and it's a little bit more challenging than the previous one. A tiny bit more challenging. So can you spot the difference? I'm still waiting for you to tell me which country are you watching us from. And what do you teach since you have prof there under your name? So again, other pictures, can you spot the difference? We'll wait for you. I'm gonna help you a little bit. The first difference is related to the girl. And if you notice the girl's hands, so that's the first difference between the two pictures. So notice the difference between the girl's hands. And as you are watching and as you are trying to find the mistakes, find the differences between the pictures, don't forget to drop a like by double clicking on the screen to at least help spread this live stream and to get it into other people's feed so that we can at least have a little bit of engagement today, because so far there is zero engagement in the chat. So let's go. So can you spot the differences between these pictures? I will try again to share my other screen, and I hope it will be clear this time. Let me share the other screen. Unfortunately, it's a little bit small, so I need to zoom in. Oops. Okay, this is better. Okay, so I hope I'm also watching on my phone to see if everything is clear. Not very clear, but okay. So first difference between the two is the girl's hand. You can notice here the hand is up, but here the hand is down. So that's mistake, or that's difference number one. Let me write it. Oh, it's not very clear. Okay, let me use this one. So this is one mistake, or this is one difference between the two. Mistake or difference number two. You can see here this bucket, or the sand bucket. This time it's facing right, this time it's facing left. So that's mistake number two. Nothing yet in the chat. The third difference is this one. So it's here. Mistake number three is this one. So you can see the difference here. Here there is a flag. Here there is nothing. And finally, there is the shovel. There is the shovel. The shovel is also different between the two pictures. So these are the differences between these two pictures. And there is actually one more. There is actually one more that I just paid attention to, which is the this one. So you can see here there is a straight line, but here you can see that the line is a little bit different. So that's also another difference. So you can see here how it is, but here you can see it's completely different. In addition, of course, to the others. Okay, great. So let's go on to something else then. Let's now try testing your English, right? So as I said, today we will be, or the live stream will be about testing your English, also practicing your English, because if you don't understand a certain point, we can, of course, go and explain it. But for now, let's go to the first exercise. So first exercise, let me just okay, I think that's place. Yeah, all right. So the first exercise is about vocabulary. And the challenge is to name the maximum items that you know from the list above my head. So can you name the maximum, right? So can you name at least some of them? And if you want to write them down in the chat, can you please write one by one? So don't write them all in one comment, write one by one. That would be a little bit better so that we can see how fast you can type. because sometimes I know some students are typing, but they type everything and then I move on. By the end or by the time they have finished, they find that I've already moved on to something else. I'm already working on something else. So not to be like uh, uh, late, if you can write one by one, write one, send it, and I will check it, and then we go on like that. First one, I think I'm gonna help you. The first one is a school bag. The first one is a school bag. So that's number one out of the way. So number one, school bag. If we start from the top left corner, that's a school bag. I'm checking also on my phone, and it seems that things are pretty good. I think the screen is clear. So 1, 2, 3. So we have 9 items. The first one is a school bag. Can you identify? Can you recognize? Can you name the rest of the things? So school bag, the first one. Why is the chat so sleepy today? I'm wondering. Normally we have a lot of energy, a lot of activity in the chat. So maybe I will repeat, I will redo this live stream the evening just to see how things will go. So can you name whatever you know, whatever you recognize? The first one, as I said, is a school bag. We can also say a backpack. It's the same thing, backpack or school bag, depending on how you use it. What about the other items? Can you recognize any other? What about number 2, number 3? We started from the top left corner. What about the others? Anyone you can name, not necessarily like by order, but what are the others? The chat is so sleepy today. That's very unfortunate. I made a lot of effort to make these activities for you guys. So I'm gonna share them for you. So number 1 is a school bag, of course. Number 2 looks like a copybook, all right, or even like a binder that we can put a lot of paper in, right? Binder. All right, binder. So that's the other word, binder. Number 3, we have rulers, and then we have a pencil. Number 4, under the school bag, we have, we can say crayons, or we can say color pencils or coloring pencils. Both are correct. Color pencils. Number 5, scissors. Scissors. And notice the pronunciation. So scissors. Scissors. Let me write them in the chat. Scissors. So scissors, because there is a C that's not pronounced. I hear a lot of people pronouncing them skizzers, and that's absolutely wrong. So scissors. So scissors, though it's written that way, as you can see on top of the screen, it's written like this, but it's not pronounced skizzer, it's pronounced scissors. Next one. Next one, I think it could be a lunch bag or lunch box, though it's not really a box, but we can say it's a lunch box. A lunch box. So I'm going to repeat from the beginning. School bag or backpack. Number 2, copybooks, but they also look like binders. Binders are those plastic things where you put your papers inside. Rulers, and also a pencil for number 3. Coloring pencils for number 4, scissors for number 5, and maybe a lunch box or lunch bag also for number 6. Next one is a pencil case. Pencil case. I'm not typing everything just so that we don't waste a lot of time. Pencil case. Next one is a map or even a globe. A globe. It's a globe model, right? It's a model of the Earth. We call it in English a globe. right? It's an item. It's like something that you can find in history and geography classes. Most of the time, you can find something like that, and it has a map of the world. Next one, of course, is a notebook. A notebook, right? That's where you write your lessons and you write everything. So if you are enjoying this live stream so far, I hope you are. I hope you are benefiting even a little bit, because we are going to more and more challenging exercises. So I hope that you will at least write something for me in the chat, or at least double click on the screen. Let's move on. Let's see the next exercise. I'm going to skip this one. So next exercise is about synonyms. When we say a synonym, we mean a word that has the same meaning as something else. So I have the word happy, and then I have three words that might be synonyms for the word happy. If we want to change the word happy in a sentence, I'm very happy. If I want to change the word happy, what can I use? Can I say, I'm very sad, I'm very glad, or I'm very mad? Which one of these three words mean happy, or is close to meaning, or close in meaning to the word happy? Which one do you think is the correct one? I see a lot of people watching now. Great. So welcome if you have just joined us. Today we're working on our English. We're practicing, we're testing our English, and we start with synonyms. Of course, there are more challenging exercises if you stay here for some more. So I hope you can stay there, hold your seat with us. Hopefully, drop a chat, drop something in the chat. I would love to see some interaction in the chat. So happy, sad, glad, or mad? Which one do you think is closest in meaning? Of course, here, glad is the closest meaning. Sad, that does not mean happy. Mad, of course, no. Mad means angry. So the only one that we are left with is glad, right? I'm glad to see you. That means I'm happy to see you, right? Or I'm joyful to see you. Do you know any other synonyms of happy? If you can drop it in the chat. Next exercise, the same thing. I have the word small this time. Can you find for me another synonym for small? Which of these three suggestions mean small? Huge, giant, or minute? Please focus on the pronunciation of the last word. It's minute. It's not minute. It's not minute. Okay? Minute, giant, huge. Which one is the synonym for small? Is anything wrong with the chat today? Well, let me test. All right, nothing is wrong with the chat. Oh yeah, I can see my oh nice. How can I pronounce your name? Section 8. Okay, I'm gonna pronounce it Section 8. I hope it's pronounced that way. I love the avatar, by the way. I love the avatar. Oh, wow. I would say that avatar would look great as a tattoo. I think it looks like a great tattoo. But you are correct. It's minute. And notice the pronunciation. So let me take this word. Let me take this word. This word is pronounced in two different ways, depending on what it means. If it means time, that's minute. If it means small, that's pronounced minute. So I can say, for example, I have a minute problem, meaning a very small, very tiny. Do you know any other synonyms for small or for minute? Share it with us in the chat. I would love to see how good, how varied your vocabulary is. So small, huge, no, of course, that's the opposite. Giant, also the opposite. So we are left with minute. Just pay attention to the pronunciation. Section 8, thank you for the answer. Where are you joining us from? I would love to see where our viewers are joining us. Next one, next exercise, our next challenge. So, quick, quick. Which one is closest in meaning? Closest in meaning to quick. Is it late? Is it prompt? Is it slow? Which one is close in meaning to quick? Quick. Quick also means fast. So which one is closest to meaning to fast or to quick? Is it late? Is it slow? Is it prompt? Write for me just the number in the chat. I would love to see some interaction in the chat. The chat is dead today. I'm not sure why. Sorry, that was a little problem with my internet. I apologize for that. Let me reshare very fast, very fast. Okay, let's go. Not here, not here, not here, not here, not here, not here. We are here. So which of these is the correct answer? Of course, the correct answer is prompt. So prompt means quick, all right? Or fast. Let me share all these answers with you. Where are we going to see that? Where are we going to hear this word prompt? Where are we going to see it? We're going to see it in a very interesting, in a response. So when someone, for example, you text or you email a company or you email a business and they answer you very fast, a very common reply you should start with is thank you for your prompt answer. Okay, thank you for your prompt answer. So this is if you send a message or you send an email to someone and they answer you very fast. You respond, in your response you say thank you for your prompt answer, or thank you for your fast answer, meaning thank you for answering me in short time. That's a very, very polite way of showing that you appreciate, because some businesses, they can spend a lot of time before they respond. Sometimes they don't even respond. So the synonym of the word quick from this list is prompt. Prompt. So prompt means fast. It means quick. Let me share it again. Prompt, fast, quick. If you know any other synonym, please drop it in the chat. Another one is speedy. Speedy means very fast. Okay, nice. Let's move on. All right. What is the synonym for improve? Ameliorate, worsen, or edit? Ameliorate, worsen, or edit. Which one do you think is closest in meaning with the word improve? Improve means to be better or to become better. So today you are here, tomorrow you are here. To improve, to become better. But which one is another way of saying that? Another way of saying improve? Is it ameliorate? Is it worsen? Is it edit? I'm going to wait for you for 30 seconds to see what your answers are before I share the actual answer. You can, of course, drop in the chat just the number 1, 2, or 3. That's all you need to do. Because I know it's Saturday and I don't want to work you out. I don't want to make you work. All right, nice. Isabel and Stefania. Isabel, thank you so much for your answers. Stefania, thank you so much for your answers. And you girls got it correct. Yes. So it's ameliorate. So let's try to understand. Edit is to change. Okay, so video editing, for example, is changing the video. Ameliorate is to improve, is to make something better. But what about the word worsen? Worsen. Worsen is actually the opposite of improve. Worsen is to become bad, even worse. Okay? So if you become better, we say you have improved. If you become worse, we say that you have worsened, or the situation has worsened, meaning it became even bad, right? If there is a way to say that. Okay. So again, let me explain what we are doing today. Today we are testing your English. We are helping you see how good your English is through a variety of exercises. Right now, I'm testing your vocabulary, right? I'm testing your vocabulary. And the first exercise, or maybe this is the second exercise we are working on today is synonyms. Synonyms. So today we want to work on your synonyms. Synonym means a word that has almost the same meaning. So let's move on to the next one. What is the closest word in meaning to confused? If I say I'm very confused, does that mean I'm very baffled? Does that mean I'm very clear? Does that mean I'm very certain? So which of these means confused? Baffled, clear, or certain? So you can share with me, of course, 1, 2, or 3. Isabel, where are you joining us from? Same for Stefania. Where are you joining us from? I can say with a little bit of doubt and confusion and no certainty that Stefania is maybe joining us from some Slavic country. I hope I'm correct. You can correct me if I'm wrong, of course. So Stefania, I think that's a name that's from Eastern Europe. Stefania says number 1, baffled. So for Stefania, confused is baffled. Isabel is European, is Western European. Can you guys correct me if I'm wrong? So I would say Stefania, East Europe. Isabel sounds like West Europe. Natural, what does that mean? Mold. What does that mean, Isabel? Isabel, did you just sit on your keyboard? There are just a lot of words that don't make sense to me. Baffle. Baffle. Yes, it's okay. Sorry. Yes, yes. I thought you just writing words, random words. Or I thought that maybe there is a cat and it's walking on your keyboard. All right, I'm sorry for that. Baffled. You girls are correct. Isabel, Stefani, again, you are absolutely correct. Yes. So, baffled. Sometimes someone explains to you something and you say, hey, I'm very confused. I'm very baffled. I'm very startled. There are a lot of words to say that, but you can just remember these two. I'm very confused. I'm very baffled. And the opposite is certain. If you are certain, means you are not confused, you are not baffled, right? So confused means baffled, but both of them are the complete opposite of certain. I'm certain of this. Okay, let's move on to the next one. I think this is the last one in synonym, because in the next one we will have also antonym, which is the opposite. So stay there. I don't want you to leave. And if you can, please, can you double click on the screen while you are watching? If you don't want to participate in the chat, I would ask you to at least double click on the screen. That's a very little gesture to help spread this live stream to more and more people. We would love more people to join. And how can you help us do that? Just double tap on the screen. It takes like 2 milliseconds to double tap on the screen. Motivated. What is the synonym? Synonym, remember, synonym means the same meaning, similar meaning of motivated. I'm feeling very motivated to study English. Can I change the word motivated in this sentence? Let me write the sentence even. Eager. Isabel says eager. I'm very motivated to learn English. If I want to change the word motivated, what can I use? Shall I say I'm very hesitant to learn English, I'm very eager to learn English, or I'm very certain to learn English? You have the sentence is right here. So you find the sentence right here. If I want to change the word motivated there in that sentence. Hello, Amin, finally. Amin, hi, welcome. Okay, thank you for being here. Amin, right on the spot. So Isabel says eager, and Amin, right after coming milliseconds, drops the correct answer, eager. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. It's eager. Yes. I'm good, Amin. What about you? Are you still studying, Amin? Do you still go to school? Because I didn't go to school today. I did, because the last few days students like would drop one or two students. So I said, okay, screw this. I'm not going today. Motivated, hesitant, eager, certain. Of course, it's eager. I'm very eager to learn means I'm very motivated to learn. I'm very eager. I want to learn. Hesitant, on the other hand, is the opposite. If you are hesitant, we still attend classes. Interesting. For us also, I also go, but students don't show up. Students gave themselves an early holidays. That's what they did. They gave themselves. How were your grades, I mean, in the first semester? For my students, some students had very, very good grades. Some other students had very low grades. Well, because they were not motivated throughout the year. So I had nothing but to give them bad grades. But the majority, I would say almost 90% got good grades in English this year. Okay, so eager is the correct answer. Eager is motivated. Same Isabel, to upgrade. To upgrade? What do you mean by that? I mean, upgrade where? I hope this is the last one. What is the synonym of tardy? Tardy. Hey, you always come tardy. Come speedy, come efficient, come late. I might get between 16 and 17 out of 20. If that's the total, and as you told me, this is mathematics science, I think we have a genius here. If you get 16 or 17 out of 20 and you are a mathematics major, then we have a genius here in the live stream. Upgrade. Yeah. Okay. So you are giving me another, I think, another synonym. Is that it? But I still don't know the context. Late, tarde. Yes, exactly. In Spanish. Isabel, where are you from? Because I said earlier you are from West. Are you from Spain, or where are you from exactly? Because I said earlier you from the name, I would say you are from West Europe. Am I correct? Am I wrong? You can correct me. And you are correct. Tardy. Tardy is late. I'm gonna use it in a sentence. I'm gonna try to use it in a sentence. My boss fired me. Fired me means he said, "Hey, take your stuff and go away. We don't want you in our company anymore." So my boss fired me because I'm always tardy. Tardy here means late. I'm always late. Great. So we are neighbors, Isabel. Our neighbors. I'm from Morocco. So I can say my boss fired me because I'm always tardy. I'm always late. So I got my guess about Isabel correct. You are from Western Europe. I'm still waiting for my friend who is, what's her name? Stefania. Stefania, can you confirm that you are from Eastern Europe? Visca. Yes. Cool. Okay, let's go on. Let's go on. Let's finish this. Let's do this. Oh, okay. So now you are looking for the opposite. Okay. So before we did synonym, right? The same meaning. Now I want you to do the opposite. So what is the opposite of hot? Is it warm? Is it from Italy? Okay. So I'm mistaken. For Stefania, I'm wrong. But for Isabel, I'm correct. So hot. What is the opposite? Warm, cold, boiling. Boil, which one is cold? Amin already says it's cold. So I mean, what subjects, or give me two subjects. So I'm gonna repeat the question. So I mean, can you give me two subjects? One you got maximum grade, and the one that you got the least grade in, the least mark. Stefania and Isabel, is this your first time watching us? Isabel, I think, has been here before. I think Isabel has been here before. So, cold. Cold is the opposite of hot. Because warm, well, warm is not hot, but it's not the opposite of hot, right? It's still a little bit hot. Boiling means it's, when water is very hot, it starts having bubbles. That's boiling. So boiling is very hot. So it's not the opposite of hot. So we are left with cold. Cold is the opposite of hot. Let's take it a bit up. Let's take it a bit up now. I've been here several times. My pleasure. Great. Yeah, sometimes I do forget. I'm so sorry. So, early. We saw this word before. Tardy, late, soon. What is the opposite of early? Tardy, late, soon. More than one answer, Kim. Math are the worst so far. Oh, wow. So it's 11, 13.5, 14, 17.5. But I mean, there is improvement. Your grades are improving. At least you are not stagnant. Stagnant means fixed. Stagnant. So in English, we'd say improve, worsen, stagnate. Stagnate is when you stay at the same level. At least you're not stagnating. You feel me? Late. And also, I mean, there is another correct answer. Also tardy. So both 1 and 2 are the opposite of early. So early, the opposite is the correct. Oh, okay. So it's like this. It's okay. This is what we call in English fluctuate. Fluctuate. I think. Like fluctuate. Isn't that the right word? Let me check it if you don't mean. Fluctuate. Okay. It's with a U, not an A. I misspelled it. So fluctuate. Yes. This is it. I mean, so I'm gonna re-explain the words again. Okay. So this is improve is when you go up. When you downgrade, you go down. All right. When you stagnate, you stay at the same level. And when you fluctuate, you go up and down. Fluctuate. So you are not improving. You are fluctuating, going up and down. Yes. And by the way, I mean, you will hate this word fluctuate. I think you will hate it because you will have a lot of things to do with functions in mathematics that fluctuate. So yeah. All righty, let's move on to the next one. Generous. What's the opposite of generous? Is it kind, Is it rich? Is it stingy? Stingy, we'll pronounce that stingy. Stingy word. People on Instagram. No one showed up on Instagram. Oh no. So what's the opposite of generous? A generous person is a person who gives to others, who helps others. Um, I'm going to take away kind. Kind. Why? Because kind, it almost means generous. They have a similar meaning. So what's the opposite? We, as you said in the lesson, this is the okay, functions. Well, um, okay, I was physics. For me, I was physics, and I got 19.75 in the national exam in math. But our math is easy. It's child play compared to what you guys study. I had some friends who were mathematical sciences, and I could not solve their exams. But for mine, I have, because it's just repetitive. You just work on all the exams, and you are ready to do yours. So that's what I got. I got 19.75 in the national exam, in the baccalaureate. All right, the word is stingy. It's this word right here. If you are stingy, that means you don't like to give to people. You like to keep your things for yourself. Is this a bad thing? I'm not sure, but most of the time it means something negative. It means someone who does not like to help, does not like to give people. It's the opposite of being a generous person. Oh no, I'm not gifted. I mean, I'm not. I loved math, but I could not handle mathematical science math. I could deal with the physics math, but not your math. Your math looked like Chinese to me. Okay, expand. What's the opposite of expand? Let's make this the last one. Let's make this the last one. I think there is another one left, but I'm not. I don't want to waste the time with the same exercise. Want to change? Want to have like other things? Work on other things. Expand, expand, grow, increase, shrink. So expand is when something becomes bigger. For example, the universe is expanding. The universe is expanding. So the universe is expanding. So what's the opposite of expand? Is it to grow? Is it to increase? Is it to shrink? And of course, it's to shrink. I don't want to waste a lot of time with this exercise. So let's move on to something else. Yeah, great. So test your grammar. First exercise. Uh-oh, I don't know where another exercise went. Could you guys give me a second? Where is that? I came up with a nice exercise. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. So let's see some grammar and then we can move on. I have 3 sentences for you. Can you tell me which one is correct? Only one is correct. Suffering continues in the second semester. The math lessons we will be studying next year. Yes. So, I mean, what I want you to do is yeah, exactly. So what you study this year will be continued next year. So that's exactly it. Yes. It's the same for physics students. What we study in physics and in math in the first year, we study it in the second year as well. So now you are learning the basics. You are laying the foundations. That means I must quadruple the work and effort I did this one. Math, I think I may be wrong. Of course, it takes a lot of understanding, but the more exercises you work on, the better you get in math. It's just work on more exercises. I think that's the key of math. I'm talking, of course, about math as in school math. Not, of course, as a. It doesn't like coffee. Of course, the second one is the correct one. He don't like coffee. That's absolutely a wrong sentence. He no like coffee. That's what we call broken English. That's acceptable in the street, but in class, that's not accepted. I can't accept someone telling you in the street, "Hey, me no like coffee. Me like tea." Well, it's a little bit acceptable in the street, but in the tests, it's not acceptable. Next one. She is more tall than me. She is taller than me. She is tallest than me. Which one is the correct comparative form of tall? Is it more tall? Is it taller? Is it tallest? This is comparative, by the way. I'm gonna. She is taller than me. Again, it's number two. Number one, she is more tall. Well, more, we use it with long adjectives, right? I'm gonna give you an example, not an exercise. You can allow me to share with you my other screen and I will explain what I mean. So this is the first exercise we played. You guys were not here yet. It was spot the 5 differences and you guys were not here, unfortunately, to help me spot the differences. Okay. All right. So if we have big, okay, let me use another color. It's nice, clear. Okay. If I have a word like small, I hope this is clear. Let me check on my phone if this is clear. Yes, very clear. Yeah. Okay. Let me also make myself a little bigger. Okay, that's good. So if we want to do the comparative of small, we simply add the ER, smaller, right? So I have this circle and then I have this circle. So I can say the red circle is smaller than the green circle, or the green circle is bigger. So bigger, we double the last one, bigger. But it's the same rule, bigger, right? We add an ER. That's the same rule. But then, let me add another one. Sorry, let me add another one. Fast. So fast becomes faster, right? Fast becomes faster. Now, if we have a long adjective, like what? Like intelligent. Intelligent. Intelligent, it's not a short it's not a short adjective. It's a long adjective. If we say intelligenter, that becomes even longer. So we avoid that. What do we say? We say more intelligent. Okay. Let me give another exercise. Or another example. If we say expensive, well, there is actually a way to know if it's this or that. It's just very long to explain. Expensiver? No. We don't say expensiver, we say more expensive. So I hope this is clear. So this is what we had in the exercise. So in the exercise, we had she is more tall than me, she is taller. So tall is a short adjective. So we say she is taller. Next one. Okay, I'm going to skip this one. Let's go to this one. So can you tell me which one is correct? This is almost the same sentence, but only one is better than the others, is more common, is more correct. Always they go running. They go running always. They always go running. Which one do you feel is correct? 1, 2, or 3? Which one do you feel? Rely on your feelings here. And then I'm going to explain it. always they go running. They always go running. They go running always. And last one, they always go running. You can even see that without paying attention, I'm reading C. And C is the correct one. Why is that? Why? I'm gonna explain in a second. So let me make myself here. Okay. So if you have a sentence in English, for example, I watch. Oops, sorry, my tablet is lagging. I watch movies. And then I want to tell you how many times do I watch movies? Do I watch them every day, always, sometimes, never? So these are what we call in English adverbs of frequency. Never, rarely, or often, or often, usually. And always. Oops. And always. I hope you are seeing well. Okay, great. So always. Now, sometimes I want to use one of these. I want to use one of these in a sentence. I'm very confused. Where can I use this word? Shall I say never I watch movies? Usually I watch movies. Always I watch movies. Or where exactly in the sentence? Well, the best place is here between the subject and the verb. So the sentence will then read, I never watch movies. I never eat alone. I rarely go to the gym. I often eat fast food. Okay, so always put these adverbs of frequency, like never, like rarely, like often, like usually, like always put them between the subject and the verb, right? That's the best place for them to be. That's where they feel. Isabel got it also correct. That's very nice. Okay, good. So let's go back to our exercises for people who are just joining us. Welcome. And if this is your first time watching this channel, you don't want to miss subscribing. We share videos every single day. Every single day. We don't skip any day. And also twice a week, two times every week, we have a live stream like the one you are watching now, where you get to test your English, to see how good your English is. And of course, you are learning with us, like the rule that we have just been explaining of where exactly can we put adverbs of frequency. So I'm going to explain that to you because you have some time with me here. So let's go to the next exercise. Let me just share the right slide. And thank you so much, Isabel. Thank you, Isabel, and thank you, Amin, and thank you, everyone who is watching us. The pleasure is mine to explain these things to you guys. I'm gonna run. Okay, I'm gonna go. I'm sorry. I'm skipping these. Okay, because I want to reach this exercise. I really love this exercise. Cross the odd one out. The odd one means the different one, right? The different one. Cross the odd one out. Which one does not belong to this list? Airplane, train, truck, car. And what I wanted to pay attention to is that more than one can be correct. More than one can be correct. For example, airplane. If you say airplane is the odd one, tell me why. How is it different than the others? If you say the train is the odd one, tell me why. If you say the truck is the odd one? Tell me why. If the car is the odd one, tell me why. Tell me why. Cotton, thank you so much for being a sub. Thank you so much. This is a great help for us in this channel. This really encourages us to keep pushing forward and to keep doing some great work. So thank you so much for being a sub. And also, if you don't want to sub to us, that's totally okay. You can just share this video with someone you know, someone you love. You can at least double tap on the screen. Click on the screen 2 times like this. Double click. 1, 2. And the little heart will appear in the middle of the screen. And that will be a great thing. And of course, if this is your first time watching us on this channel, make sure to subscribe. You will not regret this. Okay, so let's go. Difficult, all the transport. Exactly. All of them are transport or means of transportation. Let me go back. Yes. So it's difficult to say which one is the odd one. But think well, Isabel. But I really love your answer. Well, Isabel looked at them all and said, well, there is no odd one because they are all means of transportation. I want to help you. Isabel, is there something one of them can do, but the others can't? All right, so I'm giving you a hint. Airplane, train, truck, car. One of them can do something that the others can't. So I'm giving you a great hint here. One of these is the odd one because it can do something that the others cannot do. There you go. There you go. So Isabel says the odd one is the airplane because the airplane can fly and the others cannot. Great. You found one. Good. Can you think in a different way and tell me what is another odd one that has something that the others don't or that the others don't need? But good thinking. Isabel got one change, one difference. So Isabel says, well, the airplane, all of them are means of transportation. All of them are means of transportation. But one of them can fly, but the others cannot. Good one. So the odd one for Isabel is the airplane, because the airplane can fly, but the others cannot. I'm gonna give you another one. The train is the odd one also. In a different story, the train is the odd one. Why? Because it does not have wheels. All right? It does not move on the road. It needs rails. So rails are the metal thing, right? The iron things where the train moves. The airplane does not need rails. The train need rails. The truck does not need rails. The car does not need rails. So again, airplane can move on asphalt. Truck can move on asphalt. Car can move on, but a train needs rails to move on. So we can say the train is the one that is a little bit different. Let's take another one. Water, bottle, pencil, tree. Which one is the difference? As you can see, I've wrote it there. More than one can be odd. More than one can be odd. But you just need to tell me. Why is that the odd one, right? That's all you need to tell me. Why is that the odd one? Is it water? Is it a bottle? Is it a pencil? I can give you one. I'm gonna take one of them. I can say the pencil is the odd one because I can write with the pencil, but I cannot write with the water. I cannot write with the bottle. I cannot write with a tray. So I can say, well, the pencil is the odd one out. Is the odd one. So which one do you think is the odd one? Depending on your story. In my story, the pencil is the odd one because it's the only thing that I can use to write with. I can write with the pen, but I cannot write with water. I cannot write with bottle. I cannot write with the tray, of course. Well, a tray may be until later, but in the beginning, I cannot write with a tray. Okay. Any guesses? I would love to see a guess. I'm gonna give you another one. I'm gonna give you another one, and then I'm gonna go to a different exercise or a different list because this one a little bit difficult. Water is the odd one. Water, water. Why? So in this list, water is the odd one because I can count bottle. I can say one bottle, two bottles, three bottles. I can count trees. I can say one tree, two tree, three trees, four trees. I can count pencil. I can say one pencil, two pencils, three pencils, four pencils. Can I count water? Can I say one water, two waters, three waters? No, I can't. So water is the possible one. All right, because it's uncountable. Our last one, last list and the last exercise for today. Where or which one is the odd one? Dragon, donkey, dog, cat. Which one do you think or do you feel is the odd one? A dragon, a dog, a donkey, a cat. But again, more than one can be correct. You just need to give me your reason. Why do you consider that to be the odd one? A dragon. Abdul Qadir, hi. How are you? Why do you think the dragon is the odd one? Is the one different? That's different from the list. I would argue differently. But can you convince me? Why is the dragon the odd one in your opinion? Dragon, I don't know if they are real. Very nice. So Isabel got your back, Abdul Qadir. Yes. Yes, we can say, well, from this list, the only one that we never saw in our life is a dragon. So dragons mostly are imaginary. So maybe dragon is the odd one. Can we think about another one that is odd? Can we think about another one that is different? There is one. It's very easy. It's a very, very easy one. From its month came fire. Sure. So the difference, so for Abdul Qadir, a dragon is the odd one because a dragon can spit fire from their mouth, but the other dog cannot spit fire. Neither can a cat, nor can a donkey. Good. We don't want donkeys that spit fire. That would be so scary. A donkey that's going around spitting fire. That would be very, very hilarious and scary at the same time. So we don't want that. So dragons, it is. Can you spot another difference? Hello, Betty. So can you spot the odd one here? So you guys said, well, one difference or the one that is odd is the dragon because all the others they exist in real life, but the dragon, no one has ever seen a dragon in real life. Well, that's a good one. Well, I'm gonna tell you what's the other difference. A cat. Can you tell me why a cat can be considered the odd one? Why is a cat the odd one? If I consider a cat the odd one, can you justify that for me? Why is a cat the odd one? Well, it's very easy. Cat is the odd one out because, or is the odd one because it starts with a C. The other ones all start with a D. So dragon starts with a D. Okay, Korai, and also a cat starts with C. The other ones, they start with a D. Dragon starts with a D. Dog starts with a D. Donkey starts with a D. But a cat, it starts with a C. You see how easy it is? It was very easy. So as I said, for this game, more than one can be the odd one, right? More than one. You guys said, I'm gonna go back. Or let's take this one. So I said cat because it's the only one that has a C. And you guys said, well, it's a dragon because it's the only one that's imaginary from that list. And with this, I think we come to the end of this live stream. I really had a lot of fun. And I would love to thank you so much. You can still double click on the screen if you like the video. You can still subscribe if you think you love this content, and you will love our content because this is not only what we do other things. You need to follow us to discover all the great things that we share on this channel. Make sure to subscribe. Don't miss our next live streams. Don't miss our next videos. We share one video every day and 2 live streams every week. Thank you so much for watching. I really had a lot of fun. Maybe I will do another live stream in the evening. I will see if I have some time I could do that. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in the